We're familiar with the viral cupcake thing. I mean, I'm trying to think what else would have like really set it off. I feel like if you didn't do if you weren't into like the viral, not into the viral cupcake, but if you didn't pick up the story from like the viral cupcake in my video, um, yeah, it probably didn't have much. What's up, sweets? Is the horn derby on? It says it's on, but I can't find it. Thank for the hand heart, Lindsay. Hey, was want to catch you live? Is she in jail? No, I actually need to make a video on that. Um, she is waiting her sentencing. And, damn, maybe I should do that. Is this phone charged? Yeah, she pled guilty, so she's waiting a hearing July 30th. So she'll have a hearing. So is the Tom Run Derby not on? I know you guys, my people aren't, we're not big sports people, but what up, Hillary? I think for the heartbeat tickety. You guys unlocked the first stage of the heartbeat challenge? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wow. They're getting crazy with this stuff. Oh, you already gave me it this morning? I appreciate that, J-Mav. Yeah, we just teared up and I don't know. I mean, TikTok's so funny about this stuff. Like, Ashley, thank you so much for the heartbeat. I guess we can customize the heartbeat. It says I can do all these different things now. It's kind of nuts. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate that. Yeah, back to normal tomorrow. I went grocery shopping today. Got some laundry done. What is a heartbeat? So heartbeat is this little heart right here. Basically, it is. It does support. It's a penny, so it doesn't. It's not like a financial supporting, if you will. Like when I say support me, it's more of like for the algorithm. So when you do the heartbeats are kind of important because they will push the algorithm. And then obviously the likes are big, but heartbeats are just showing your community. So it is. Those are actually the only ones that I really request. I know it is a penny, but those are just a big deal for the algorithm. So actually, I add those, and the populars help too. So I hate to harp on it, but those are ones that I will annoyingly talk about. J Math, thank for the popular. Dude, I got the girls flowers before we left, and I threw them away when we got back today. And there's all these annoying little gnats around. Kind of making me mad. Anyways, Joe Rambles, thank you for the heart me. Tipsy, thank you for the heart me. Oh, thank you for the rose Who sent that? Ashley with the populars. Who? That one lady? That one lady. So, thank you so much for the first gift, Rose. I really appreciate that. Lesson learned about what? About what? Make fruit fly mix and keep it on the counter. So I actually, I just poured this glass. Oh, lesson learned about the flowers. Yeah, I should have threw them away before. Lesson learned about the flowers in general. Yeah, lesson. I could go multiple ways, right, Joey? So I just poured this whiskey and I went to go tuck the girls in. And when I got back, they were swarming it. So I actually made a little catcher. Oh, I'm so ridiculous. It's like the little kids that Jamie have is like instead of like a normal mixture, it's like they seem to like this whiskey, so let's do this. All right, 40 people in here. Oh, and the likes I will push too. Can we get to like 5? Let's do. I don't know. Let's just jump into 10K. We get to 10K. That's a big deal. I'm not going to be on too long tonight. Because we got to, we're getting back to things tomorrow, so it's gonna be a quick one. But is there anything? What do you guys want to talk about? Is there anything pressing? Not a lot of people are in here right now. Usually when people get in here, I'm all over the place. So if you're in here, thank you so much, Sarah, for the Heartbeat, the Popular, and the Receipt Kings. If you're in here and you have a question, now would be the time to ask. I can give you, I like to say my undivided attention, but I don't know. I don't know if that is even that's ever possible. I feel like I'm always multitasking. When's our court date? September 14th. And I'm going to be filing this week to try and get both of our hearings on the same day because, some people actually have jobs. So the judge gave her the plea deal. What happened with that? So I don't know how that, technically, I don't know how that works. I don't know if the judge is actually, I don't think the judge is involved with the plea. No, TikTok did. The TikTok made that Receipt King gift. It's actually quite hilarious. Yeah, both hearings, the one for child support and the one for contempt on my attorney fees that she owes me. So hopefully we'll be able to have both that day. Both contempt hearings. So she could have 3 contempts on her. I'm finally back. I am back. So I don't know if the judge was involved with the plea arranged or whatever was written on there. I imagine it's the FBI, it's the state, right? Not the state, it's the United States government meeting with her attorney to come up with a plea. And I don't think the judge is involved. I think that now they have both come up with the agreement that has been signed by both parties. And so I think they present this to the judge now. So the judge hasn't really been involved on it yet. The judge, I believe now, is going to make a ruling on the 30th to say yes or no. So is her case settled? No, not at all. She accepted a plea deal, but that doesn't mean the judge is going to accept the plea deal. Trip was great. We had a great time. Yeah, hopefully it's at the same time, Joey. Yeah, I don't know how she's going to pay back. Yeah, she can't even pay her child support, which is $700 a month. Yeah, I don't think he had anything to do with the plea or the charges. Yeah, I think he's going to make a ruling on it. Alexa, volume down. $100 a month. Yeah, the judge can agree or disagree. What's happened? What's good, Jerry? Hope you've been doing well. You think Triple B is still with her? Yes, I think Triple B. I won't say he has to be with her, but like he's probably deep. And where else would she live? I don't think the judge is going to agree at all. I think the stipulations that she actually signed up for, I'm surprised. I mean, again, attorneys, whatever, but like, you haven't filed taxes since 2020. Like, how many years have I been waiting for justice? I waited like 3 years for justice. So, but as far as going viral in this whole justice, it's been 2 years. Truth came to light finally. I know. You say hey on you, but this is wild. I appreciate you saying that. Appreciate you saying that. I think triple. Well, yeah, I think he is still with her. Otherwise, I don't know where she'd go. What was my favorite part of the vacation? The girls enjoying the family stuff in the reunion and up in Maine. So it was really just watching them have a great time with family that I loved the most. How many child support, McKay's for, and all with no job. I know. Always when you really like tack it up, and not only with no job, but like it's all gone. Like she would like it's not like she has had. It's not like she paid Cora. It wasn't like she lived in this like lavish apartment and paid for it or bought a house. Like it's not like she made major purchases with this. She has spent this money. I mean, she'd been 80,000, a weekend. She'd spent 40 grand a night. I mean, she was just, again, when it's not your money, you spend it like you stole it, right? That phrase rings true here. Yeah, she's committing crimes currently, and she will continue to commit crimes. She's never gonna stop. Will the judge hear McKay's story? No, she's not part of this filing. So, if in order to hear McKay's story, she would have to file something. No taxes in 2020 is wild. Yeah, no taxes. And the other thing is her bank accounts. If she were to show her bank accounts, there's gonna be money laundering like no one's business. I mean, like the amount of like I guess it's not embezzlement. Like what would you call that? But you're gonna see her schemes. Like basically her turning over any bank accounts associated with her. All you're gonna see is the schemes. You're gonna see who she got the money. You're gonna actually uncover. So this is why I think the plea deal is gonna get thrown out because she's never gonna turn in a bank account because the bank accounts that she's associated with you will find more victims. You're going to find out where she got more money from and who she's sending it to. So not only that, you're going to get people, the new victims who she's taking money from, and you're going to find out victims that you might have lost because obviously why is she sending someone $20,000, right? Toby, talking to you. Oh man. So she will never show a bank account. So already that plea agreement is gonna I'm not saying it's all hinging on those things, but those are all part of the conditions. I mean, in a lie detector test, I mean, it didn't say she had to pass a lie detector test, just that she had to take one, but she ain't passing that shit either. But she hasn't filed taxes, which is in there, and she will not show a bank statement. It will just actually show more of her crimes. Yeah, she has. She's committing. She would have to commit more crimes maybe for this. So more people don't know her. Well, Paris, that's the goal. What's up, Brady? That is the goal, Paris, is that hopefully, by exposing her, making her known, there's nowhere, not only in the United States, I mean, she can't travel, she can't get out of here, but basically it's to make her known so that she can't move and do this somewhere else. So that is the whole point of my page in a nutshell is to expose her and make her famous, so to speak. I want her to be able to go anywhere and people to say, hey, that's a con artist, she's a scammer. Don't trust her. Don't give her any money. She's a liar. She's fake cancer. I want her to not be able to move, or if she does move, to be identified. That is a big that's part of it. Can she claim mental illness? No, she cannot claim mental illness. When you go through it all, it actually the way that she did scam, the intention behind it, the way she schemed, she was very very mentally intact doing that stuff. So no, she can't plead any mental illness. How did she blow so much money? She's wasteful. It wasn't, she never earned it, so she didn't know what it meant. This is why it's important to understand money, learn about money, make money, what it takes to earn it, and how you spend it. She has no appreciation for money, really, because how can you waste that money and just blow that money on nonsense? But it's because she didn't earn it properly. She spent it like she stole it because she did. Now she wants to be a famous felon. Yeah, Jerry. Wire fraud. It's literally wire fraud, bad check. Yeah, it's all financial crimes. I don't think she realized she had to follow through on the plea agreement. Yeah, she accused me in her bank statements for the child support case, Joey. Yes, and for the other case, I will be able to not only. Well, I don't want to say too much about that, but yes, that is a big part of it. Is getting access or filing for discovery for her bank accounts. But wouldn't work a single day. Yeah, yeah, no, she worked hard, just not a real job, and she scammed every day. Is she off to attack? No, she still has a page. Jerry, thank you so much. She still has a page, more than Elizabeth, and it's so true. There's so many more personalities to Elizabeth. There is so many more Elizabeths out there. She has 15 to 20 different personalities, so there is always more to Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Yes, their happiness is so important to me and protecting them. I think she would, in her delusion that she passed lie detector test. Yeah, I do think she feels confident. Like she would. What up, Miranda? Once the Netflix hits, she will be worldwide. Yeah, exactly. She won't be Netflix and shit. I wonder, like, is that when Triple B realizes it? When, like, she deletes their Netflix account. It's like, why'd you delete her Netflix account? No reason. It's like that was like back in the day, like when you buy up all the newspapers. It's like the same thing. It's like, oh, we don't watch Netflix anymore. Can you imagine chilling and being like, oh, what's this about? Is this you? Has anyone seen her on socials? She posted. I don't know. I haven't seen her Instagram. Does anyone know if she still posts on Instagram? But she still posted that nasty egg video on TikTok. That's the only one that's up. Will she be on Netflix soon? Yeah, within the year there'll be probably 2 to 3 documentaries. July is plea hearing and not sentencing, but she can't. She signed. Clearly, she was very aware. Yeah, well, exactly. That's the other thing too, Bree. Glad you brought that up. Is correct. She actually did sign. She already signed that. She did it all. So there's no, and it actually says in there that she can't appeal it. She can't do anything. She already has agreed that basically she's saying she did it. Basically, she can't say otherwise. Is she in jail? No, she's awaiting her sentencing or her plea hearing. You went to police way before 2025, and they could have stopped. They really could have, Joey. And I hate to like we were talking about that a little bit last night, but it's like in reality, it's like if they would have just said, "Hey, let's just check this out." Yeah, he might be a crazy ex, maybe this, maybe that, but just maybe, um, you know, he did get, here's a binder with this stuff in it. Maybe we should go look into it. If they would have taken just a little look see, they might have saved at least one. Is she in jail currently? No, she's not. She's sweating it out somewhere in St. Pete. Can you imagine the judge has family members that died of cancer? Yeah, she's gonna be screwed. No, she's not in jail. She will not take a psych evaluation. Like I said last night, if she were to take a psych evaluation, I feel like it'd be 15 to 20 years of recommended rehabilitation, mental, and she's like, I'm good. Lock her up, yeah. Her crusty, dusty nails, yeah. More personalities, yeah. More than Elizabeth, more personalities. She closed her Insta. Elizabeth, yeah, Elizabeth is awful. Elizabeth is a predator. Elizabeth is the devil. I cannot imagine. It makes me loyal. Yeah, it really does. I mean, to be honest, the fact that that's why I do think that there's a chance the plea does, or that she will. I mean, like I said, I think she's gonna get 5 years. But like when you go through how she did it with faking cancer, I mean, that's gotta ring. That's gotta just make a judge. Judges don't, they don't like that shit. Let alone the amount of money. So I think, you know, Netflix gonna be banned in the house. Yeah, she'll plan on you hacking their net. Yeah, of course she will. She'll, what happened to our Netflix account? My ex did it. My ex did it. Why don't we have Netflix anymore? My ex. Oh, okay, makes sense. He's done everything else. He's I mean, dude. when you think about it, like her, if people in her life that didn't, when I wasn't, people didn't know me or whatever else, they must have just been like, dude, what is like this ex? What is wrong with this guy? What up, Julia? It's like she's walking around just bashing and trashing me to people in her everyday life. And like any problem in her life, like when she's with Jake, my ex, God, go figure. With Dave, my ex, it's like, dude, it's just like it's like I can imagine she would have a reason to bring me up probably 50 times a day, and by the end of it, I'm sure every dude that had to hear it all showed they were probably just like, what happened here? Oh, let me guess, your ex. Like, yep, he's horrible. It's like, meanwhile, it's like, hello. Call a spade at that point. How's she able to pay her a lawyer? She scammed someone. They don't have her waiting in jail. I know. I really wish they would, Julia, because honestly, she's just going to collect more victims in the meantime. And I get it. It's not, physical, but I mean, $1 million is $1 million to somebody. That's their life. And that could be their whole nest egg. I mean, that, they might as well be. It's a lot. What up, Frizz? As she claimed innocent, would she have got a large amount of time? If she claimed it, the max sentencing on each of them are 20 years. I should post a slideshow of the agreement. I know, we're not out of town, Joey. You're right. You still crying about Liz? Yeah, I'm crying many tears, Haley. So many tears. So many tears, Haley. Deep tears. Ooh, there you go. Did you tell people her dad owns TGH? Her grandma owned TGH. Her dad owned the electric company, Duke, or the equivalent of Duke. Pretty soon. I can't imagine that those attorneys are going to be able to. She can be able to afford her attorneys by the time this hearing is all said and done. Eric, me, thanks so much, Lori. Is one woman is letting her still hang. That is Jerry. That's a good point too. Like, can you imagine being in this 1-1? You have someone with federal charges. Like, I don't know. Maybe there should be an anonymous tip for them to run a background check. Just saying. I'm not gonna do it, but I wouldn't want to have a person with federal crimes in my building. Brooklyn, thank you for the popular. Did you? Yeah. She's going to jail for sure. I think prison. When you search for her into name, a little life 444. My video comes up. Great. I love that. Yes, Joey. Yeah, it's my Instagram has been kind of blown up lately. I used to get like no notifications. I've been getting quite a few lately. So I feel like people are trying to search her on Instagram, which is kind of the whole point of YouTube and Instagram. Apparently CC reached out to the parents. I can't confirm or deny that, Paris, but I think CC reached out to Triple B's parents, but they're not the ones in there. Where's Netflix? Oh, it's AI. Yeah, it's AI. She's gonna be someone's minion in jail. She's jail's. I mean, she'll probably scam, but it's gonna be Andrew did it. Yeah, that's her catchphrase. What's the Netflix password again? Yeah. She will be. And Bellhaven Harvey, if a guy heard all of that, he should run. That's what we were talking about, Julia. Like, at the end of the day, like, with all the stuff she's done, like, what is a guy doing sticking around? And then on a further point of that, Julia, too, like, someone was in here like a couple months ago and be like, how does she even be able to have a boyfriend? It's like this chick is off the hook and somehow she's still, manipulating it and able to get a victim. It's like, it's wild. She blamed you for her faking cancer. Oh yeah, she did. She blamed me for her faking. I mean, it's crazy when you think about it. She did. She blamed me for everything. She has Rachel despising you. Yeah, she had Rachel despising me. Yeah, I mean, she had everybody. I mean, even with all this stuff, she subbed her to my ex Starbucks coffee. What's wrong with my ex? No, literally. Her crimes are a different type of violence, nonetheless. They are, and they're still evil and really bad. So, it is tough. Because yeah, it's not like she's harming people, but she is harming people. I wish she would be locked up in the meantime. Yeah, Julia. So it's a 1.3 on the indictment, but Gary, I realize he has about $400,000 to $500,000 missing on the indictment, and I believe RP probably has another 2 to 3 missing on the indictment. Um, so yeah, it's plus you had McKay's in there. I mean, she's about 3 to 4 million. I think she's about 2.5 to 3 million, but still. Crying doesn't count unless I film myself. Oh, I should have done that. Duke is based in Indianapolis, so that's crazy work. Yeah, I know. I thought Duke was in North Carolina, but either way, it is crazy that she is able. Well, she said it was the equivalent of Duke Energy in Canada, so you know, and was a rug lord. Yeah, exactly. You can literally Google it. That's what's crazy about it too, Julie. When you think about some of these lies, like it's not like Google's not around these days. Like people just, you start to realize like until you're in really deep in these situations, you may not look. It's like, hey, like why would you lie about your grandma owning Tampa General? It's like, you know, that's weird, but like why wouldn't you look? But she would tell you my grandma has a different last name. You know what I mean? Like, she's good. I mean, she has an answer for everything. So, while working in finance, I know that's what's scary. Thank you for the follows. Yeah, I appreciate the follows. Guys, there's 100 in here. Can we get to 10,000 likes? Just tap, little tappy taps. You want to hear the story from the olive oil? That's another guy. How much, I know that guy doesn't really want his business, but I'd love to know that story. Pen pal scam going. Oh, she's probably gonna have like a bunch of scams going from prison, scamming for ramen. Yeah. Who's Triple B? Triple B is her current boyfriend. He's actually a victim, and he'll have a 8 to 10 part story here in the next 6 months. Oh, really, meow? Yeah. So I actually need to watch Gone Girl. Yeah, in Canada, I know it is wild. Actually, it actually is wild. The nicknames are always the best. Yeah, his nickname is probably one of the best nicknames, to be honest, because it has to do with his sister. I am John Hopkins and Warren Plant. Yeah, exactly. You know what? You might, and and when if I look it up and I say, "What are you talking about?" You'll be like, "Oh yeah, that. Well, I sold it. It's or whatever. It's like, oh, I can't have it in my name. Like that's how she would play it. Yeah, I would never look up someone up. Good liars are just livable a crazy way. They really are. And again, and what like it's a small thing. I won't say it's a small thing, but when she gets caught, when you catch her in the lie, you're just like the jig's up, right? She's like, nah, I'm gonna make up 3 more lies and make up 3 more people to keep this one lie going, and you're just like, well, this has to be true because no one would actually go through this much effort to keep a lie going that literally doesn't matter, right? It's like, no, she's psychotic. She is mentally unwell. As could you imagine working of? Yeah, that's we should pin that. That is what is crazy. Um, you're working in finance, and your girlfriend that you're living with has federal wire fraud charges. Yikes! That's I don't know how he's allowed. I don't know. I feel like I think if I was that company, I would want to know. Um, I also just bought the Mayo Clinic while on this live. Damn, Julia, living large. It's like I'm just gonna make some minor purchases. Book so freaking good. I think I need to read that book. I feel like that could help me with my writing angle because I don't know. I get to writing it and then I'm like, do I tell it this way? Do I tell that way? Like, I think this is like where I'm too close. I'm too close to the situation to write it because I'm writing it from like my perspective, and I kind of want to write it from a more generalized perspective. So, yeah, he's already going to be ruined. He's probably given her so much money, and he's waiting to be paid back too. Like, how many times do you think he has been told, "I'm just waiting on the check on Monday. I'm waiting on the settlement. I'm waiting on, the transfer to come through from Dubai or, the cartel." So, like, this guy is handing over money, and thinking that he's going to get it back. Yeah, checks in the mail. The triple B acronym, yeah, it's hilarious. Julia, damn. Yo, the Mayo Clinic. Yeah, he's just whipped. Yeah, I mean, the Target parking lot. Yeah, exactly. But that's what's so like crazy about it. It's just like this. This guy's already been scammed. He doesn't know it yet. He's given her. I mean, probably. I don't know, at least 20K. I mean, there's no way it's under 20K. No, her favorite daughter, I think, is going back and forth. I think the favorite daughter sleeps with them, and then they go to C2's house. So she still don't have a bed there. So she's either sleeping with them or with C on the pullout. That's got to be great mothering. Look, Mom, you did so well. Now we're in a 1-1, sleeping together in the living room. There's more kids. Oh yeah, she has. I don't know if you know Julia, but yeah, she has an older son who turned 16. When this stuff went viral again, July 1st, that day that I did the plea live. That was her son's birthday. He turned, I think, 16 or 15 or 16. So, and then her daughter, I think, is like 10 now. I thought they got a new apartment. I don't know. I don't know if they did, Bonnie. Honestly, I have no idea. I I keep up with it with coming on here and with some of the stuff that I can, but I have no idea. I truly have no idea where she's living. Oh, I've heard that she lives in a 1-1. Where's that baby daddy? C1's baby daddy, or C1. He's in Indiana, and she basically she talked about parental alienation. That's what she did at C1. So everyone that thought I was doing parental alienation, she actually did that to C1. She basically drove away and never came back. What lie do we think? I agree with that, Brooklyn. I do feel like this is kind of why I wouldn't really with the older kids until they're older and understand. I think that they have been brainwashed to think that all these bad things started happening, and that she had to leave. So I do think she's blamed me with the kids, for all these things. It's like, why did we live in a 1-1, Mom? Andrew did this. Andrew. It's like, why don't we see the girls? Andrew this, Andrew. I have no doubt in my mind. I have no doubt in my mind that they are probably in the impression that, I had something to do with it. The 16-year-old does have TikTok. He actually, he blocked me. I did a video response to her throwing up fake blood. He was like, "You're lying. All this, everything is, basically he thought I was lying." A couple years ago when he saw my videos, he was like, "You're lying. That didn't happen." I said, here you go. And again, he's a kid. I didn't, it wasn't like I like blasted him or anything like that. I just did the research. I didn't even say anything to him or make anything to it. I just said, "Here you go. Are these lies? Here's your mom fake throwing up." I don't know if I can say that word, but so where are the kids at? Her other kids, I believe they're sleeping in the 1-1 on a cot. You blame me when you stubbed your toe, Brooklyn. I know, I'll do that. I was kind of digging that one girl's video where she called me Matthew. It's like, fine, okay, get some of the heat off me. Like, go blame Matthew, Cormier. Like, go yell at Matthew. Leave me alone. uh, Her oldest has to know, yeah. Andrew's cult's after me again. Yeah, you know that. Victim mentality. Yeah, exactly. That's her life. It's definitely my fault when she goes to jail. I mean, it probably is. I said this on a live. I gotta find the clip. I'm sure my haters have it. I was like, I don't want to be the one to have to do it, but I think I'm the only one that is gonna be able or capable to do it. And I think that was something that I didn't. I won't say I didn't want to do, but I said it. I was like, dude, I think I'm gonna be the one I have to do. Oh yeah, that she actually used that, and I know the haters have it. They used that in that one because the way I said it, it sounded like I was like I'm gonna have to be the one to bring her down, like take her on or whatever, and it sounded different. Threw up fake blood. Where was that? So I have it. Is Olives in here? Olives is super good at like episode this. It's a video. It's around April of 2023. It's towards like the last, if you around like if I had to guess, it's like near 190. Is when I talk about her. Maybe 195. It's actually pretty close to like the final hearing stuff. It's April and May. It actually might be closer to like 199. Yeah, he commented on my old TikTok. Yeah, she would just be her Halloween. Literally, Julia. Like I think she ate like a red Jolly Rancher. If you Has you guys not seen the video? I have it in a couple. I think I've used that video in a couple stories, a couple episodes. Asshole because how he's been raped. Oh, for sure. Unfortunately, that kid just shows that grandma. I heard that he got kicked out, but I haven't verified that, and I don't necessarily care to verify it. But Matthew, yeah, she's still with her boyfriend. Yeah, Triple B, she's still with her boyfriend victim. They do. Yeah, those kids should be in therapy immediately. She is a lunatic. She's a predator. What's up, Anna Maria? So don't forget at the end of the day, she is a predator, and she is absolutely evil, and she should be avoided at all costs. Again, you have to break contact with her, and anyone in communication with her. If you're even indirectly associated with anyone, you have to cut them off. She's that. You'll look back. Yeah, yeah. Let me know. Alexa, volume up. You don't remember that one? Yeah, I mean, and that might be true, Bree. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know if I say I treat everyone as a victim until they're ruled out otherwise. You just know he's been lied to. You know what I mean? So he like we were saying, like he might be thinking he's giving her money for stuff and he's gonna be paid back. I mean, it sounds bizarre, but I mean, he most likely, I will say, is a victim. But people have reached out to him and have warned him. They've warned his family, and he's still around. So at some point, you have to stop. You're right, Bree. You have to stop being a victim, and you have to own your own shit. Be like, yo, I'm enabling, and I'm a part of it. She knows how to pick them. Yeah. Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate that. I love the therapy. I love the therapy talk because I think I don't think a lot of people really know how to deal with their issues and their problems, and they just think therapy is the cure. And then you got people like Miss Kells, who's I think a fake therapist, pre-therapist, whatever the hell she's called. Imagine going to her. Imagine you're down on your life, and you go to her for advice. Might as well just freaking jump off somewhere. She's not helping you. She don't have the first damn clue. So at the end of the day, for me, like I think therapy can be very effective, but I think people go to therapy for answers. that's why I think people go to therapy. People might go to therapy for other reasons, loving your kid and stuff, maybe. I don't know. But I think therapy is you're searching for answers. You're searching for meaning. You're trying to make connecting things. And fortunately for me, I got everything answered and more. I still suck. Yeah, I still do suck. Yeah, she is freaking Susie Homemaker right now. She is. I mean, she's a con artist. She's fooling. She's fooling him. She is straight up fooling him. You exposed her, and CC did the follow up. You didn't have time to do. Well, yeah, in a lot of ways. I mean, what I'll say to that CC situation like that, like at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not saying that she ever needs to come out and say, hey, Andrew, I really appreciate you stuck through this. You exposed her. I caught wind of it and, ran with it, so to speak, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. That might be that might be something I need therapy on to, let that go. But I agree. At a certain point, like my story is my story, and I know about RP. I know about all the people after me. Like they can all be part of. When I say my story, I don't mean me and my story. I do mean like Gary. Gary is part of my story, right? There is the me part of my story, but when I say my story, I guess I mean my time, right? My time knowing her, the things I found out through this process. So when I say my story, I don't just mean physically or situationally like me in the story. I'm meaning from the day I met her to all the time. So when I say my story, I'm talking about that. But afterwards, and calling up Triple B at his job, or emailing him, or emailing the family, or this like with Olga. Like in the past, I'll be honest, like I probably would have reached out to, like obviously it's like way past that now. Like McKay, let's just say McKay. I never reached out to McKay. This shit went viral. She was living with her. Like if you don't know what's going on, you're living under a rock. So I never really directly ever reached out to McKay like I would, like I did with Rach, like I did with Nabila, with Nabs. I did with Christina too. I gotta come up with a name for her. I don't know. She might be watching on a burner. I don't know. But there's certain people like they know. Like even there was a few guys. Like I mean, the guys that she was with, I was like, yo, just so you know, she's fake cancer. She's a con artist. Get the hell away. And you're like, it's like, oh well, you're an angry ex. Like trust me, I'm angry, but it's not because I want her back. I'm angry because she ran away from our daughters, and she stole this money from me. Nothing to do with that part of it, right? So long story short of it is, in the past, yes, I would have probably reached out to McKay. I would have reached out to Sammy Boy, who reached out to me coincidentally. I would have reached out to Olga and been like, yo, you have a predator, you have a scammer that you've let live here. Lexi, I definitely would have reached out to her for sure too. And then Hannah, I would have reached out to her as well. I'd be like, hey, just so you know, but I don't have the time. Not my deeds at this point. What up, Sarah? To you? Can we not pin the you still suck comment? Yeah, you can pin it, Brooklyn. You are a mod. You can pin it. I appreciate you saying that. Tat. I don't even know how do you tat sat. What? Oh my gosh. Andrew pinned it himself. Yeah, I did. A year ago, you wouldn't have said that though. You still suck. What up, Katie? Wait, don't worry, trolls. I still see his flaws. We all have them. Oh my god. Oh, about the therapy stuff. Oh my gosh. Therapy only works if you do the work that goes along with it. It's all about having a growth mindset. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing for me is like I grew so much during my time of getting all the answers, being a more present parent, like the stuff with the girls, like my growth. I feel so proud of my growth and like just recognizing bad situations now. Like Sierra, recognize that shit. They'd never talk to her. she would send me noodles, and I'm like, nah, I'm not getting it. Like, I know who you are. Like, I'm not trying to, I'm not falling for it. You know what I mean? She's like, why don't you talk? I'm like, thumbs up, cool, bro. Like, not interested. So, like, people, for me, it's like I have had so much personal growth, and I'm just enjoying my life again and enjoying the girls. So like I'm just yeah, I agree with that. So it's like you have to do the growth along with that therapy, and again, whatever that therapy is to you and how you're healing and growing, you have to put that work in alongside it. Yeah, Sam did, Joe. Yeah, Sam did reach out to me. Thank you for the follow. Is she with the boyfriend? Yeah, she's still with the boyfriend slash victim slash enabler. CC reach out to Eminem, Morgan, and Megan, and they brushed her off. Yeah, exactly. Like it's same thing. I mean, I probably would have reached out to them as well, you know, in the past. But you know, again, there's like my time, and I don't again not meaning me, just my time. Like my time, I feel ended when the divorce ended. Maybe with the viral stuff, like McKay and Sammy Boy might be a gray area because I was aware of it. Well, let's rephrase that. I wasn't really aware of McKay and Sammy Boy, like the ins and outs, like I would have been with the other ones. But I already knew the playbook, so like I didn't have to talk to Sammy Boy. I didn't have to talk to McKay. But like it's kind of fun and interesting to hear it all play out, and you know, even though you know the answer. But I'm like, you know, I said it. Like you're like, well, who's she scamming now? Sammy Boy, McKay, her roommate, McKay. So it's like I already know she was scamming these people. I called this from the moment that it happened. I said, you know, who's she scamming? What's she doing? She's doing better. She's scamming her roommate. I know it. How do you know? I've seen it. I've seen it play out a million times. And then turns out I was right. And people just hate that. People hate that I was right about this. Sand skirt mantra. The girls ever talk to her now? No. I don't even know her phone number. I appreciate that. Thank you, Katie. Yeah. I mean, at the time, you know, I was I kept a lot more receipts for the divorce. You know, I had to legally, but it turned out, you know, it was good. Sending noodles as a grown adult is weird, is it? I don't know. I'm not against them. Sorry. They were. Oh yeah, when we said the hey, you said it the entire time. I know, right, Kate? And you know, days on the back child support. Yeah, we have court September 14th for back child support. Yeah, we even joked about not joked about that, but she told the Bahama boat people, Lady Litton and M3, she told them that her and McKay were in a romantic relationship, right? Oh shoot, Vivian was Vivian was it Vivian that she was saying was in a romantic relationship too? We can't say her name too many times. She will come in here, um, but yeah, she goes around telling people that she's in these romantic relationships with these women. So yeah, it's just like I mean, we weren't fully wrong about that because I think she wanted to be. She became Marcus to date McKay. It's effing weird. The amount of what the f moments blows you away. And someone said this on one of my videos the other day. They were like, "Oh, I didn't think this would get worse," and then it did. And I responded back. I said, "Just let you know, there is no bottom here. It only gets worse. Like there's only gets worse. Yeah, it's crazy." The McKay scam was way deeper than I thought, though. Yeah, the McKay scam, Alexa, volume down. The McKay scam, I think, is a lot deeper because of her dad unaliving and because of what she did with Marcus. Like that is actually like, I mean, that's like you know, the what she did with Marcus was like a whole nother type of relationship and manipulation. Just sick. I mean, she's just a sick individual. And if only someone made a page like 2 years ago, like warning people, maybe this all could have been avoided. Not to someone you're not dating. Well, how do you think? I mean, how do you? I mean, I'll leave that one alone, Paris. Oh, Amiste? Wait, is that Amiste? What do you say, Amiste? Is that how you spell Amiste? I don't think I've ever. I've always said Amiste, but I don't think I've ever read Amiste. Amiste? Is that it? Okay, yeah, I've heard of that. I don't think I've ever read the word. Oh, Coco, yeah, absolutely. Eric, we can do our nightly check in and say hi to Lion Lizzie. If you guys want to say hello to Lion Lizzie, she is watching. I'm sure. I'm sure. With her headphones in, pretending that she's watching some show or podcast. So Triple B doesn't know. My DMs are gonna be flooded now. Oh my gosh. So if anyone gets more than a thumbs up for that, we know that we're in. Oh my gosh. I wanted to give him a thumbs down, but was her Griff with McKay? Yeah, we did. We did kind of think about that too, right, Kate? It's so wild for real. It really is. She will have for sure have a wife in prison. Yeah, she will. Yeah, there's gonna be even more what if moments when it's all said and done. Like I said, the people that got the people that got the merch and wearing the merch and supporting that bum ass, the amount of moments that they're gonna be like just lose their mind on. And again, they've been real quiet. Haven't seen much from Tay, Nightmare. Where's Bree been? Bree put her wig away and hung it up because she seems, I guess not much to say anymore, huh? Yes, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm in the process of writing a book right now. Yeah, well, that's the thing is that that's why I am healed. Like could I have done this? 3 years ago, like when this first all happened, not the viral stuff, but the stuff to me. No, I was not healed. I was not well. I was very much not okay. It took a lot of therapy, self therapy, self healing, to get to this place where I could smile and laugh about it. And I think that's what's tough too. People that don't see me as a victim. Again, I've said this before. I don't want to like harp on it, but it's like, yeah, I'm not my victim error, right? I am a victim. I healed. I moved on. I processed it. I came to terms with it, and things like that. So for me, I'm at a place that I can laugh about these things and smile and have a good outlook on life again. And it was hard to be there. I'm where, Rach kind of was, a couple years ago, or where Rach is now, where McKay is now, where Sammy Boy probably is now. It's like, I've been there. I'm just years past it. Like in 2 to 3 years, when McKay probably comes out with her 100-part series, I mean, she can't do that. I don't think she can do that right now, mentally, emotionally. I mean, there's parts of her that's probably recovering in different aspects. I don't want to speak for her because I don't know. But, she's not even a year away from all this chaos. So at the end of the day, it's like, you have to understand I am a victim, so don't get how I am online and on the internet, twisted in a sense. I am many years out and many healing journeys, actual healing journeys, many cutie breaks, actual, self work, putting the work in, months, days, weeks, years, months, years of working on myself to get to this place. It took a lot of time. I mean, Liz is evil. She's an evil person. Sent you and CC something on here. Okay, I look forward to that, Rhonda. What chapter is the McKay story? So I have thought about acts. So act two. I'm thinking that this is, if I do continue the story where I left off, I think that this is going to be Act Two. The next year is going to be Act Two, and then when we go viral, Act Three. If I do decide to do it, so the McKay chapter is kind of like Act Three. She's in Act Two, I guess. Jor, what is good? I hope you're doing well. I think she did probably develop feelings for McKay. I do feel that way. I think she personally, well, in her own way, she actually, I mean, she can't care about anybody or love about anybody, but I do think she did develop feelings for her to, keep her close and, whatever fake, sick, narcissistic relationship that can be. But I do feel like she developed, you know, has Netflix reached out? Yes. Yeah, they have. Namaste. Namaste? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Namaste. Hey, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the populars. Have fun in prison, lion, lizard. She has no idea what love is. Yeah, I would have cried. It's tough. I mean, I could see it, but I feel like, it wouldn't be love like actual love. Can't bring your snowboard to prison. No. Yeah, Netflix has reached out. I mean, not Netflix, but people working with Netflix. Bree might be locked up in a prison ward. I would believe that. If you told me Bree was in a psych ward, I would believe you. If you need any money for Robin, babe, I had a few videos pop up of her lives today. I think I reposted them or I like whatever, but it was like babe, the whole like when she was going on her whole babe trend. Like I don't want to tell you anything, babe. It's like, oh my gosh. Thank you, Peter Parker. Poor girl needs a heel on her. I feel so bad for her. All the while taking care of two pressure girls. Yeah, I think that is something. Again, I don't want to harp on that part either, but I don't know how to really explain that to somebody. What she did to me and destroying me, she was, you're hurting you're the primary caretaker of your daughters, mentally, financially. She destroyed my life. She destroyed me mentally, and she wanted me. She didn't want any part of them. So that's the sick part, that I had to do all this stuff, the recovery, the self help, the time, all while raising my girls by myself alone and giving them some resemblance of normalcy with no mother, just me, two little girls. And that part is like, I don't know. I'm not saying that no one can relate to that, but when you pile on all this, like look at McKay, right? She had to file bankruptcy, her life destroyed. She doesn't have to raise two kids on her own now, right? No, she can go file bankruptcy and move on with her life, right? So like, I don't want to I don't want to compare situations, but this is the part where people just, it's like, yeah, Gary, whatever. I don't want to compare like victim situations, but it's like people just do not understand. Because again, this has been years now, but it's like this shit that she is and does and did to me, and I had to do it while raising two kids. And they're not like 10 and 12, right? They're not 15 and 16. They were less than a year and 2 years old. Not potty trained. My oldest was basically potty trained. She got the month we moved in, she got nighttime potty. She was nighttime potty trained. The first month we moved in there, she was daytime potty trained. So like I did all that stuff on my own while going through this evil person. I had 7 false TROs against me. I had to go to court 7 times. Actually, one of them she didn't file right, so 6 times. I had to go to court 6 times to show the judges that this person's full of shit and they lied and made up every scenario on here. I had to do that 6 times, all while raising my daughters, all while it's just like it's something that I don't think you can put in perspective, but it's, these people that you don't have that other element with these other victims, right? So it's like I'm raising, and she doesn't care. That's how you know she doesn't give a shit. She has no care, doesn't care about the mental health of the girl's primary caretaker, doesn't care about the cost of not only divorcing her, but, getting attorneys for all the DVE stuff. I mean, it's just like, all while she's stealing millions of dollars and faking cancer. She's a psychopath. She's evil. She's a predator. And that's why I have never deleted my page. I've never stopped talking about her. I want the world to know she is evil. And I think I want her back. No, I hate her. I hate what she did to those girls. I cannot stand what she did to those two little girls. I have no respect for her. She is the devil, and I hate her. Have I said that? Thank you so much, Kirsten. Thank you so much for the heart me's. Chris, thank you for the heart me's. What was the motive for catfishing McKay? I think manipulating her, keeping her close. Because remember, McKay was going on dates early on, and then she stopped going on dates because she introduced Marcus. So like, hey, if McKay goes on dates, she might meet somebody. That boyfriend, they might hit it off. He might want to move in here. Where do I go? So the motivation for catfishing McKay is so she wouldn't date anybody. She did not want her to develop a relationship and hang out with someone else. That loses control. Gets maybe McKay goes, hey, I met this guy and I'm moving in with him. Have a good one. Later. Like, so there is so much motivation with McKay to catfish her as a guy. One, she doesn't leave the house now. She doesn't have anyone to go on a date with. She's not going out. She's there. And you're also now communicating with her on that level of like, I mean, that's sick, right? So it's like you're now connecting with her not on a roommate friends level. You're now connecting with her romantically. Like you can, hold things over her head, So like there is so much motivation to catfish her. Thank you for the popular. I got to catch up on chat. Give me a second. I appreciate you saying that, KR Phillips. Thank you. Kat, thank you for the popular. Thank you for the heart me. Time. Yeah. All right, let me wrap it up. Where do we think she's been besides in denial? She's hiding out at Triple B's apartment. Sweaty knees and no showers. That should be a t-shirt. Sweaty knees, no showers. I'm just so sad for our girls. Yeah. I mean, I'm sad for them, but at the end of the day, I saved them a lifetime of issues and problems. And, I'm sad for them, but at the end of the day, I did the right thing for them, did the best thing for them. And now they're happy, healthy little girls. Are we not going to see Chella? Chella's in here. You miss her? Yeah, I miss Chella too in here. And if you're not following, follow. Please follow. Thank you for the follows. I can't wait to see me remarried, happy, and the girls having a mom. Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be amazing. I wish I am the best. I hope she doing well. Me too. I hope she's out lobster fishing somewhere. Did I see the drama with Aaron today? I did not. I heard Chris Hansen made a video. What happened today? I'm doing well. Kirsten. Thank you so much for the gifts. I hope you're doing good too. I appreciate you saying that, KR Phillips. Thank you. I mean, it's tough, So have you begun to hear? Have I mentioned that, J-Mav? Yeah. Yeah, Chella's here. So yeah, if anyone wants to say hi to Chella, say hi. Who's Triple B? Triple B is her current boyfriend, enabler, victim. We're not sure yet. Once we hear his 10-part series, we will be able to judge if he was enabling, if he's a victim, or a love scorned ex. For me explaining Aaron's videos, yeah, I don't have to read them out loud, but I'm familiar that he made a video. I guess I don't know what the drama was. There something specifically today that happened? Mama Chella. Chella's the real MVP. Yeah, Chella. Like I said, she got the biggest reward the other day. Marissa, thank you for the rose, your first gift. Thank you so much. Oh, I wish I had my sound effects. There you go. You get my voice, my mouth sound effects. He helped save Her son. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's really good news. If, I appreciate you saying that, Marissa. Yeah, I mean, it's it's a sad story, and the only positive thing is the girls and me being able to expose her and share it and being able to save a lot of people. You know, helping. Again, obviously, Rach is still like going through stuff and not far away from it, but I hope by exposing her, it allowed Rach to get some answers sooner than later, or maybe feeling like she could go back and talk with her, be a friend to her. Like I hope, like I'm not trying to single like Rach out in that perspective, but like the positives for me of this is exposing her and is getting other people aware maybe sooner, like people that are starting to be like, "Oh, what's up? Okay, let me go check this out." So like to me, it's really trying to get the positives out of it, like there's so many negatives, there's so many bad things. Like it's hard to look at anything positive. So that's why I try and really think about this page and what I've done is like, you know what? Maybe I did, help someone. I brought Gary and RP together to file this against her together. Got Rage, got CC to be able to see the story to put more light on it. So like there's so many more positives now. Uh, but yeah, it blows my mind sometimes too. What's timeshare now? I have 100% custody of the girls. She hasn't seen the girls in 2 years, and I've had 100% custody of them since January of 2022. I feel bad for the babies. Yeah, I mean, I do. It is sad. It is sad for them, but they're way better off. They're 5 and 7. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Thank you, Fair. Crash out, Kaylee. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. A good mom. Do I think she capable of ever being a good mom? No. She can't think of anyone but herself. Liz has no. Liz is not capable of being a good person. She's not capable of being a good wife. She's not being capable of being a good friend. A good mom is not even on her list. But no, she's not capable of being a good mom, and she she's an evil person. Yeah, it was confusing, but fortunately they were very young at the time. So like they don't have the same trauma. My youngest doesn't, like, she has, not that she doesn't, remember, but like this is all she's ever known. This is what she's ever, she's known mommy has never lived with us. My oldest though, she remembers. She was young, but she does remember. And when she gets upset by it, it does kind of go to the younger one because she doesn't really have any memory of it, but because the oldest does, it's kind of like a fault. Like, is it what's see? This is like we need our fake therapist to come in. Maybe we can get some clinical terms in here. Um, but like, what would this be like a false memory, a false identification in a sense? Um, because obviously she doesn't remember these things, but when my oldest talks about it, she creates these like probably these like mismemories. I don't know, memories that actually didn't happen. I saw you was with Rach a while back. Yeah, yeah, when me, Rach, and Jordan hung out. Yeah, that was fun. Great shows who helped me see the light. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you saying that, JLB. Yeah, and that's why it is a big deal for for Rach and for me, I guess for Rach is I never really although I did when she found everything out, I was like, I need you to make an apology to me. I'm like, oh my god, dude, that was I'm so petty. I was like, yeah, you can apologize. And then I blocked her. And then she messaged me on dad. She's like, why'd you block me? I was like, well, I need an apology. And then obviously things, transpired and whatnot. But I was like, oh, I was being so petty to her. I wasn't like I didn't it was different than like the online stuff. Like I knew her, she testified against me. Like I don't know what the right word is. Like I was like I didn't like make her earn it, but I was like got kind of being a little bit like you're not there yet. I don't know if Rach is in here, but love you, Rach. Oh, is Marina in here? Yeah, no, Marina is still. I think Marina is still deep in the Lion Lizzie bandwagon. Do they call? I don't have her number. I don't have her number. She changes numbers every 6 weeks. I don't have her number. Ah, yeah, girls are doing really good. Thank you. Thank you, G2. They're 6 and 9. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Marissa. Yeah, I do too. I do. I really am hopeful one day when that time comes. It's tough because it's like, yeah, I want someone that's treat me kind and do well for me, and then I want them to treat the girls that way. But they can be a little rough around the edges at times. So I don't know. It's just yeah. It's like I just want someone to love them unconditionally, like I do. No new contact, but she knows the stuff that went on. What's up, man? I appreciate that, Frizz. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you can type tonight. 2 dogs. Thank you for the heart me. 2 dogs for the fingers. 2 dogs. Thank you so much for the heart puffs. Real petty, yeah. It's a little petty. What's with Olga? Neuro. What's with Olga? I don't know, but I think the girl is a lot. She's still lying. Olga is still lying about stuff, which is weird. Like I thought Olga. I don't know. I don't know if I should say what I want to say about her, but I think she's gonna get everything she wants to get out of it, and I'm happy for her for that. I know. It's like how can anyone still buy it? They buy it because. So here's the real honest truth. I had a conversation with a crazy lady today, um, and she doesn't. She's just like people just hate you, and I'm like, what's crazy is that the people that hate me, it's like, and they're like, she's like, you can't take criticism well. You can't handle. It's like, I've been on this platform for 2 years, have gotten nothing but straight harassment, bullying, and criticism. And I think that, yeah, I've taken it pretty well when people, cross the line. So the people that hate me have come in here and straight up bullied me, and I've given it back to them, and then they can't handle it. So it's like, I don't know if I can say what I want to say, but the people that still support her, they're only supporting her because they hate me. And that's because I called them out for bullying me. And they couldn't handle imagine that the bullies couldn't handle being a bully back. So even my supporters, for real, yeah. Oh my god, that was funny. That's the thing is like my supporters, you guys give it to me, and like that, but that's fun. Like I don't mind like the razzing and joking around, but they're straight up bullying, harassing. So it's like it's not it's not this stuff. They consider my responding at all, not handling it well. Exactly. It's like they are. Kirsten, I've said that many times when they come in here and they say all their stuff they say. I've identified it as total projection. I called you baby girl once. Yeah, I probably did. That was a thing because like that was like the whole sarcastic like with That's hilarious because she was always like, to me, whenever she did her whole in her video, she'd be like, "Oh, baby girl, oh, baby." It's like it was so cringe, and so yeah, I started just like sarcastically just saying it back to people. So if you were one of those, but hopefully now that you know me a little bit, like I meant it more joking than condescending. Burner, don't you start that. Oh, here's the beginning. You used to get super bullied. Oh yeah, I mean, I've never been bullied like this. Um, it's insane, but yeah, people were allowed to bully me, and then when I gave it back, somehow they were the victims. Imagine that. Again, they're more like her than they are like us. And you're definitely right. And isn't there charges now? Thank you for saying that, Beth. Yes, and there are charges. There is 2 federal charges. Who cares about the bottom feeders? For real, Anna Maria. Our bullying is based in reality. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person and not talk about someone's mental illness. No, I mean I was the bigger person. That's the thing is like people harass me for weeks. Did that mom taught lady admit she was wrong? No, she has not, Amy. So that's the thing is like, people would harass and bully me for weeks and weeks. So like finally it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna give it back to you. And they couldn't handle it. And this is what happened with big ass forehead Whitney, right? Who I know should not be around children, right? So Whitney, big ass forehead and all, would say, I know he abused her. I know this. Not allegedly, I know this to be true. No proof, never say anything, but she knows, right? So I said, I know you shouldn't be around children. You should not be around children. I know this. And to this day, they have never understood that analogy, and they have been up in arms about it. And it's literally, we laugh about it because it's just like, yeah, they called my job. They wrote reviews. I mean, they tried everything to harass and bully me, not only on the app but off the app. It's insane. And so these people, like big ass forehead Whitney, it's like these people have gone and attacked me and attacked me and attacked me. So I finally say stuff back, and they can't handle it. They can't handle it. And again, I'm not saying that right or wrong or otherwise, but it's just like the reality is I handled all the criticism really well. I sat here, I took all the bullying, and after months and months of it, yeah, some people might have got a baby girl, some people might have got a big ass forehead, some people might have got Golden Corral special all day, some people might have got some of it back, and guess what? They could not handle it, and it was just like it was such a hypocrisy in the making of like, whoa, it was fine for you to do it to me, but I can't do it to you. And it just opened up my eyes of like just how people, they don't see what they're doing wrong. They only see and feel it because it happens to them. And we say this all the time in here. When things happen to you, it feels a little bit differently, right? Like, oh, I got scammed. I married a con artist. I should move on. I should get over it. All these things, right? Until it happens to you, you don't care about these things. Like, it's my life. I care. Until it happens to you, right? Until you get it back on your own. And all of a sudden it mattered. Until I said that I know that you aren't allowed near children, or I know that you are a pedal bike. It's like all of a sudden now I'm saying these things back, and it's like, oh, or that you might have family reunions. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. But how they do the bigger person sometimes? Yeah. Always. That's the problem is that I always was the bigger person at some point, And give me major side eye. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure. I see some committing crimes is not mental illness. Oh, is that what they were talking about, Tipsy? Were they talking about Liz's mental illness? Or were they talking about the fan club that I make fun of fan club with mental illness? Which one? Not big ass forehead Whitney. Yeah, it enables them for sure. Where's Annie? Oh, I forgot about Baby Reindeer. They are the smartest ones over there. Yeah, they're not. They're not the smartest. Yeah. No, never apologize for yourself. I appreciate you saying that. A pedal bike, as in Christina. They aren't me. Um, maybe J Mav. Is Baby Reindeer ever? Baby Reindeer was wrong about the private investigator. She's never apologized for that either. And what's crazy is Sierra Lioness Pickles saw the original document. So at any time, she saw the unedited because I think she was the one that edited it for me. So she has the unedited document. So if she really, you know, but she won't. It's normal, yeah. It depends on my mood. Yeah, it depends on my mood too. You can sell a lot of grace for it, pop back. $2. I agree with that. Like that's what I like to say. And that's where I was talking to crazy ass today, where it's like I don't handle criticism well. Like, well, what do you mean? Like the first 10 times? Yeah. Sorry by the 11th time. So I do extend a lot of grace, a lot of patience, a lot of understanding of the situation. But after 2 years, yeah, I'll pop. I'll pop. Does she have her daughter back? No, her oldest daughter. I don't even know her schedule like that, but I think she does see her oldest daughter every other weekend, maybe. I don't know, but that one fits. Yeah, it's Baby Reindeer. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? You've been hit by a smooth criminal. She was. She was hit by a smooth criminal. Lion Lizzie. That song gets more and more appropriate every day. The trolls don't realize he's 10 minutes behind on comments. Yeah, exactly. The trolls come in here and it's like, it'll be 20 minutes before I get to your burn, buddy. Like, you burned me. All right, I'll see that in 20 minutes. Wait, what did Ladybug say? Did Ladybug say something? What did Ladybug say? I just saw she got muted. I missed it. I didn't know what got her muted. What did she say? Can you type it out? That I pee on people? She said that I pee on people? She said that I do that on kids? What? Was that forehead? That must have been forehead. I was just trashing big vast forehead Whitney, maybe that was her comeback. Or we were talking about Baby Reindeer. Maybe that was her. Such a weird such a weird thing to say. All right, R. Kelly. Their court case is still open, JMav. They haven't gone back, or they haven't gone to a hearing yet. So he just needs to file something. His attorneys withdrew, but he's still, you know, yesterday's news wasn't even clever. Maybe it was Toby. With R. Kelly, we do look similar. Yeah, we do. Alexa, play Tucker Wetmore. You suck. And she said, I suck. Oh, no. Oh, I suck. Oh. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sleep tonight. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. I suck. Oh no, we suck again. His case is ongoing. Yeah, his case is open. Maybe he's just waiting on her to get locked up. That is a strategy if you play it out. High fridge, yeah. Who would I? Oh my murder, dude. Oh my god. What's up, Sarla? I'm doing well. How you doing? Yeah, that's weird. I missed that comment, but super weird. Um, but yeah, no, things are good. I don't know. Life's just good, man. Taking vacations. Get back to work tomorrow. I don't know. It's just nice. They got 3 chances for a good insult before they got blocked. Yeah. I still got to decide if I'm going to take off for work. All right. Anything else? I think I caught up on chat. We got a few trolls come in. They wasted on. Oh my gosh, on the double P. Where's that come from? I mean, that's not even like. I should take off my sentencing. My whole thing is like. I mean, that's not even a thing for me. Like, for her sentencing, yeah. I guess like. Oh, there's Jersey. Here's a yeah, Jersey's here. So Jersey is a Lion Lizzie supporter. She comments on all her stuff, and she still supports her. This lady supports faking cancer. This lady supports abandoning and abusing children and dogs. So there you go, Jersey. It's crazy. Why do you support that? Why do you support that stuff? It seems weird. Seems weird to support someone that abuses children. Vacation was really good. Had a good time. Nothing to say now. Figured. Cat got your tongue. People from New Jersey, man. But that's the thing is like it's just it's that was for you. No, I don't. I mean, I don't. That's the thing is like I wonder if she even knows or cares, right? You saw it, yeah, you saw it. I wish she was still in here. I actually would invite her. Is she still in here? Did she go back to the? Is she in the lobby? Did she come in with her zinger and then went back to the lobby? Judy sent her money. Yeah. Don't expect it back. All right, got a few trolls in here. I don't know what else. Anything else? Anything else you guys want to know? Well, exactly. That's the thing is like if you're mad at me because you know you insulted me for many years and I gave it back to you and then you cried about it and you don't like me because of that, fine, whatever. But like, how do you support someone that literally abandoned children, abandoned dogs? The TRO hearing, my TRO hearings, I won all those. And they all got dismissed. who all will be able to give impact statements. I don't know that yet, Two Dogs. I mean, I know. Well, I don't even know. I don't know. The last I heard is that they're trying to allow the people that are on the thing, Iran, Gary, and RP. They're trying to allow them to at least have impact statements. Are we doing laundry tomorrow night? We really should, Burner. I need to. I did a bunch of laundry uh, yesterday, and I was a little bit lazy on the laundry end. I only did a little bit, so I do need to get some laundry done this week. Timer from Jello. I know. I need to get going here. I would hope so, Riverdale, but like I don't know. It's like eventually it's like you do my laundry with me too. Yeah, she's the custody case with B's dad is still going on. That's a good point, Riverdale. Like maybe I'll get your guys' opinion on this, and then I'll head out. But like obviously they're my kids, and like I think it should matter, but taking my own personal bias out of it, like I don't know how. Like, does a judge just not want to see or like, hey, wait a minute, you have kids and you owe $30,000 in child support and you sold $1.2 million? Like, like to me, again, I'm taking my own personal bias out of it. Like, I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. I just don't know how I could like how that someone could bring it up and like fight for it to matter. I feel like it should matter. I just feel like they're separate things, but that's just me coming from an unbiased thinking about a perspective. But like me thinking about it from my girl's perspective, what's right and wrong perspective, like yeah, like a judge is like, wait a minute, you have this and that. Like I feel like it all paints the picture and the story, right, of who she is. She is that selfish to steal $1.2 million plus more and will not give any support to her own children. Like that is painting a narrative. That's showing who she is, right? So I think it should. So I'll get y'all's thoughts on it. What y'all think? That she did nothing good with the money. Well, exactly. I mean, that's the thing is, again, I don't condone or encourage like the scamming of like, you know, people, but like, yeah, if you told Gary his money, his life, his family's money, hey, they set up, you know, college funds for her kids, like he might be able to sleep a little better at night. Like you told RP, like, hey, I, did something I mean, I don't know. Like, does that help? Maybe it doesn't help. I don't know. I'm not trying to speculate on that. But like, when you're like, hey, you took all this money and you just blew it, like that, like, gotta make you sick. Hey, I paid my child support. I abandoned two children. I made sure that they had a home to live in. I left my other two and they don't have a place. Like, I got that. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what helps or doesn't help with that. But I do feel like if there was something good or beneficial, maybe you live with it a little bit easier. But the fact that it was just pure gluttony, just, I don't know. Like, that is, it's kind of crazy. That kind of makes you want to be a judge, yeah. 2 counts of wire fraud. She took a plea deal. Yeah, she did. She did, yep. She finally got caught. That's not relevant. I feel that way. Like, obviously, personally, me doesn't feel that way. But obviously, it does paint the whole picture. Is there a day for a contempt case for me? September 14th. It doesn't matter her opinion. They already know she's a shitbag, so it won't surprise them. Yeah, yeah. I personally think it's relevant. It paints the picture of selfishness. I do think again. I'm open. I'm seeing both sides of it. You know what I mean? Like I could see where it shares the story. It shows that she doesn't give a shit. She sold this money and didn't pay. Again, not that you need to set up college funds for your kids, but like she couldn't even pay her financial obligations to her children. She owes. She actually does owe child support legally through the courts. Like she owes that money. So it's like she couldn't even do that. You know. So it does just show she's a shitbag and she'll never change, and she's selfish as hell. But I don't think Sally does. The court date at the end of the month is just a hearing. Not correct. It's just a hearing. Yes, but I wouldn't have even wasted so much money for my kids. You wouldn't have wasted. Wait, but I wouldn't have ever wanted soul money for my kids. Yeah, I mean, well, exactly, and that's the thing is like we can't. It's hard to think like a criminal because we're not criminals. Like, at the end of the day, I can't think like a piece of shit because I'm not a piece of shit. I can't think how a deadbeat mother thinks because I'm not a deadbeat parent, right? I can't think about a criminal. I can't think about a scumbag, vile, shitty ass person because I'm not. Like I can't think like they think. You know, I guess that's how you get in these situations. You just don't think someone is such a scumbag, and they really are. I think it's separate, but it shows there's no way she can pay restitution. I agree with that, Ash. I'm far too petty to be an attorney. We would be in court for months. Oh, a plea deal? Shitty, yeah. Well, she accepted a plea deal, yeah. I mean, well, it's not really shitty. It's actually good. It actually shows that she did what she did. So there's no way for her to say that it was a sugar daddy. So for all Sarah Nightmare who says they were sugar daddies, for Baby Reindeer that says when it all comes out, it will be sugar daddies. This is the plea deal shows proof it was never sugar daddies. Has been in here. Yeah, the FBI. Dude, I wonder. Do you think the FBI is going to use my lives? It's like they don't need me. They just play hours of my lives. They're just like, was anyone called as a witness, or did Liz? Wish Liz. They have the hearing on the 30th. During the tracing process of the judge's review, you may be interviewed about her debt to you. Maybe. Chanel earrings more than child support. I know. Who is this? Who is what, Caitlin? There's a lot of people. Completely wasted. Yeah. I mean, hey, if they think it's relevant, I mean, I'm not opposed to it being relevant. I mean, I'm just again, I would love it to be relevant. I would love for the judge to know, and I would even love for the judge to add a portion of it if that is a debt, that I'm actively fighting for. I know that sounds selfish to say, but like, if it's, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to. It's a weird situation to even be in to be like, yo, I want the girls to be paid back too. I think it should all matter. The cartel story, the semi-pro, literally if the semi-pro snowboarding story gets into a Netflix special or onto an FBI or a court case, I think that'd be pretty epic. Can you imagine they play my series in court as evidence? They might. I mean, they legit might. She got a sweetheart deal. Well, we don't know that yet until the prison sentencing is given out. We don't know. They definitely use the live as research. Yeah. Are you and CC on good terms? Yeah. I mean, we're on good terms. I don't have any issues with CC. I mean, I'm sure there is like just the natural, like how I feel about stuff where, she wants her credit and stuff like that. So I'm sure there is that little bit of, you know, we're, we're not on bad terms by any means. Like I could probably call her, text her right now if I needed to, you know, like I'll kind of leave it at that. But I feel like there's this like elephant in the room of like, I don't know. Why does credit matter? Because I know, I don't know. That's a whole other topic. And if she'd be lying if she said she doesn't feel like she wants credit. Hey, Miss Huck, what is up? Thank you for the follow. I'm at court last week. I have no idea, Danielle. I was out of town, and I was. I do know that the server lied on me. The server lied. The server lied. She say to me sometimes, Yeah, I feel like she does. I feel like she doesn't really respect. The problem is, again, go back to this. She doesn't really respect me as a victim and sharing my story because I think deep down, I think she thinks I'm like, I know that, like, I don't think she views me as a victim, right? I don't know if you guys remember, but she was like, "Oh, I met with all the victims the other day." It's like, well, not I didn't meet with you. So deep down, I think that's my issue is that she does not view me as a victim, and I guess that's hurtful in a lot of ways because I'm sorry I'm not in my victim era. I'm sorry I'm not. I did things legally and shared my story. So I think that is her issue with me, and again, this is her full time job. Um, this is my part time job that I'm trying to make my full time job. I wish I could, but there's no galaxies. There's nothing. Can't be full time. That would ruin her narrative of abuse. Yeah, yeah, probably. She shaves me a lot. Really, $2? Damn, I haven't been on it in a little bit. You guys are fighting over the "I told you so"s? No, I don't think so. I think we're fighting over who broke the story. No galaxies. Womp womp. Don't go there, Andrew. I know, right? Oh man. Dang, I didn't know she changed me that much. Yeah, I think it just comes down. I don't think it's "I told you so." I think it comes down to credit. I think Cece thinks she found this story on her own. I think Cece feels like she had boots on the ground and had hard hitting journalism to discover this story. So, so I think that's the issue that I have is that she feels that this story, she would have figured the story out. But somehow when this went viral, she was in Liz's DMs, not my DMs. I pay my bills in for my children. Liz said that before, didn't she? Caught my story. Yeah, yeah. But you guys are cool though. I mean, we're not like not on bad terms. I mean, we're as cool as we're gonna be. Yeah, I mean, I think that's like not the issue, but like that's the whole thing is like if CC knew this was a story, where when this went viral, why was she in Liz's DMs? Where was she breaking the story? Like, why did I have to do it? Why was there a week? Why was there a whole week for me to do my response video, right? And then I did my response video, and you know, where was the did you find Gary? Did you find all these people? Like, no, it wasn't until Chella post. I won't say Chella. It wasn't until people posted um, the police videos. It wasn't until Rach switched. Basically, you can see the timeline of So I'm not always the most approachable. I think I'm very approachable. I think that's crazy to say, Olives. I think I'm very approachable, but I do feel like I don't I don't bullshit. Like, what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna like dance around it. Like, I don't like I'm just a straight shooter. Like, either, I don't know. Like, I see deeper intentions and I don't like mess with it. She said you are a victim and although there's no perfect victim, something else. Yeah, and again, I don't. I mean, me and Cece are not on bad terms. I could call Cece right now. I mean, probably wouldn't answer because she's sleeping, or maybe she's not sleeping. Maybe she's in here. I don't know. But basically, wait, what was your? Oh, I gotta wrap up. I do have to get off, Riz. I saw it. I gotta go. But to wrap this up is, yeah, I don't have any issues with CCs. We're on good terms, not bad terms. I think the debate of you know, not really debate, but just, the situation of it, will always be a thing. But I don't have any issues with her, or nothing bad. Won't let Bader's bait. You gonna let Bader's bait? Thank you so much for the follows. No, I appreciate you guys so much. I do have to get off. Dang, a lot of people in here tonight. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Again, this is just not even the tip of the iceberg. Masturbators, yeah, I know. Can't stand those masturbators. Thank you, Amanda, please, for the receipt kings. I'm a professional baiter. There's master and there's professional. But if you're not following, please follow. The story it's only gonna go after the 30th. I mean, after that hearing, it's probably gonna get. She sure will be. Good night, everybody. Oh my gosh, I thought we banned the hog word. Don't go there. Semi-pro baiter. Oh my gosh. Brody, have a good night. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we gotta. Oh yeah, you can misspell it. Oh my god, I gotta go. Love you guys.